The difference between these two is, I'll tell you later. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about the difference between the Nokia 6230 and 6230i. Let's dive directly into it. No more intro showing my face, just showing you the phones. This is the 6230. Showing you the preview. And this is the 6230i. When you look at them like this, you will say, oh, just the body shell color. Well, no, actually, this also came in black and this also came in gray. So the first noticeable thing about it is the center and the D-pad. This one, the 6230i, has a chrome middle button, as you can see. If you look on the sides, on the right side, it's pretty much the same. This is the loudspeaker. On the back side, again, it looks pretty much the same, except that the 6230 has a VGA camera and the 6230i has a 1.3 megapixel camera. On the left side, the same thing, the volume buttons are the same. On the bottom side, again, same thing. But on the top side, the 6230 has a painted power button and the 6230i has a chromed power button. As for the screen dimensions, in the exterior it looks the same. Now, as for technical specs, the 6230 was launched in 2003, the 6230i was launched in 2005. They have the same dimensions. This one, it's basically with 2 grams heavier. Both displays are 1.5 inches, only that the older one has a 128 by 128 pixels and this one has a 208 by 208 pixels. They both have MMC memory card. This one has 6 megabytes internal storage, this one has 32 megabytes internal storage. The camera, I already said, it's this one is VGA, this one is 1.3 megapixel. They both can record videos. This one is it can also do better videos, but well yeah, you know, the bad quality ones. They don't have no front-facing cameras. They don't have no 3.5mm jack anyway. They both have Bluetooth. This is version 1.1. This is version 1.2. This one has FM radio. This has stereo FM radio. They both have a stand-up time of 300 hours, up to 300 hours and up to 5 hours talk time. The same battery, the BL5C. The older one came with graphite and pearl white colors. This is definitely graphite. And this one comes in silver gray, black and white. So these are the technical specifications. Now let's do a bit of disassembling. Let's start with the 6230. Looks kind of the same, right? They're still on. I'm not going to turn it off. Actually, you know what? I am going to turn it off. Noticing anything different about them? If you look at them like this, they're pretty much the same. Well, again, this one has the chrome button, this one has the painted button. And this one still has the... This is the RH12 and this is the RM72. So yeah, this is newer. Both made in Hungary. Now if you look at the displays, you can see that this one has a bit bigger and better display. I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but on this display, even on the naked eye, you can see the small squares, the pixels actually. On this one, you can't actually see them unless you take it really close. And there's also a saying that this display is compatible with the Nokia 5500, and I'm starting to believe that. I mean, I will find out. And you can switch the body shells between them, because basically it's the same frame. The I, it stands for improved on phones. like, you know, like facelift on cars. See, this one says here 1.3 megapixel. You don't need a body shell to tell you that. And here it says VGA. And I believe on the older one, this one, the 32 megabytes MMC card was in the package. And on the newer one, it wasn't. Either way, 32 megabytes wasn't that much back then. Well, me who had the Nokia 3220 had 3 megabytes, which I could only use for a few pictures and that's it. And from the start, you can kind of see the difference in themes. This one has a much smoother text. Let's do like this. Here are the phone details in between them. 6230, 6230i. The software versions when they were released and the type. This is RM72. This is RH12. Even the menu is different as themes. See, this one is clearly an older one. Now, why I'm making this video showing the difference between them, basically, and also this the screen on a 6230i has brighter colors than the older one. This is clearly like an older phone. Now, why am I making this video? Because when I bought on my previous phone hunting video these two phones, they were sold as 6230i. Well, when I didn't pay too much attention to them, but when I got home, I just looked at them like this and I was like, oh man, only one, it's the I version. Looking at them, you can see like the display. See this black margin. This is the older one. This is the 6230 and only this one is the improved one. So when I took them out, they just put a body shell of a 6230i on the older one. Because why not? And you can see here 1.3 megapixel. Let me just put them like this. And this is a VGA. Also, it's missing the metal plate because this phone was tampered with. But they work. Both of them work. And this one has the metal plate here with the model. Well, I bought both phones for parts, not to keep them as working. I need a display from this one, from another video. You'll see it when the time comes. Actually, I might put the memory card here. So yeah, you can switch the body shells between them. That's why I'm making this video. If you want to get a 6230i, to not get tricked in buying the older one. So the basic difference while looking at them, like these two, look at the display. Which one is the 6230i? In case you choose this one, you are wrong. This one is. Look at the display. And also, open the back again. And look at the back here. The 6230i has a 1.3 megapixel camera, where the older one has a VGA camera. And also look at the phone screens and the menu. This one has the newer software. Or you can just type star hashtag 4 zeros and hashtag again, and you can see the model here. Well, this is if you have a good battery in it and if the seller allows you to do this. It may not be relevant now after so many years from its production, but in case you are a collector and want to get this model because it was a very appreciated phone. Even I wanted to buy this one when I was changing from my 30 to 20 to a better one, and luckily I got well, and ironically I bought a Sony Ericsson, but a good one. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing. It helps a lot. I'll see you next time. I wish you a very awesome day just like yourself and all the best. Bye. So, these for parts, these to show.